Charisma House presents Love Them Anyway. Ignite passion, find purpose, and experience fulfillment by changing how you see people. Written by Choco De Jesús. Narrated by Ramon de Ocampo. Introduction. When I began to write the manuscript for this book, our country was suffering from racial division and political polarization. That was before the calendar turned to 2020. I had no idea a pandemic was right around the corner. No one could foresee the widespread protests over police shootings of black people, and I certainly didn't anticipate the rage over our presidential election. Initially, I wrote this book to address the emotional barriers and bitterness that had poisoned our discourse, inside and outside our church walls. And now the barriers are higher, and the bitterness is deeper than I ever imagined. People expect me, as a spiritual leader, to take sides on every issue in the news. Those who know me are well aware that I have very strong views on many different issues. But let me assure you from the outset that I'm not taking a hard right or far left stance on this problem or that one. I'm proposing a third way, the way of Jesus, one that values God's justice, kindness, and righteousness above every other point of view. It's the perspective and the lifestyle of the kingdom of God. His kingdom is upside down from the way the world operates. When Jesus' love and forgiveness fill our hearts and guide our steps, we'll listen more, and we'll try to understand those who disagree with us without hedging our values. We'll be salt instead of sandpaper, and we'll be a source of light instead of letting our prejudices and political views become a dark cloud of resentment. You may already be shaking your head and mumbling, "I knew it, he's a But I beg you, please don't write me off so quickly. Honor me by listening to this audiobook, and ask God to give you His wisdom as you read. Challenge me all you want, but please be open to the Spirit of God speaking grace and truth to your heart. And then, obey Him by living in a way that reflects the gentleness and power of Jesus. Today, we're even more polarized than we were when I began writing this book. More than ever, we need to experience God's kindness as we try to live according to His truth. That's the only way we'll have the motivation and the power to love them anyway.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?